Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to episode 24 of Rocket League 101. Today we're going to be going through passing in the highest ranks. Now, before I start this video, I want to make something clear. The way I describe passing in the Plat and Diamond video carries on throughout every single rank above that in Rocket League, right? It's the idea of constantly just shooting, putting pressure on your opponents until someone gets the defense is under so much pressure that someone can get a shot on the goal that ends up, going in, right? That carries on all the way up until pro games, until RLCS World, the World Championships final, Game 7, right? That you'll see that is literally all the game is, right? One team has constant pressure, then the other team manages to get out of it, and then they start doing constant pressure on the other team. So the only difference between that and the Plat and Diamond version is that as you rank up, it just gets gradually faster and faster and faster. All parts of it, the defending, the how fast the ball's moving, how fast everyone's shooting, how fast everyone's turning for the next person to shoot, the next person to clear it. It's basically just gets better and better and better, like quality defending and attacking. So we're not really going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about something you need to be doing at all times in every game you play, which is the main thing that will get you out of champ, right? Hence the title of the video. Every single touch that you ever make in a game of Rocket League, when you're at least champ rank, has to go to you, be pressure on your opponent's net, or go to a teammate, right? So if you have the ball, you have, oh my god, I hate it when it does this. You have a couple of options. Right, let's say the ball's bouncing in front of you, and there's one guy getting back, and the other guy's still in your half from the other team. You're playing twos, right? You could go, okay, I'll just try and bang it. The guy has to make an awkward save as he's rotating back. Decent option. Puts pressure on your opponents. That's fine, right? There is dribbling, and just trying to create a chance slowly. That's fine. My teammate might go for a demo play. Teammate might get into a position for a pass as you start dribbling, right? Or you can pass their teammate straight away. That's also fine, because then you just, you go from there. It's totally irrelevant, right? But not all situations are that simple, right? Because there's so many times in a game. If you go and watch any of your VODs ever, you give the ball to the other team without pressuring them so much. And I know that because I constantly have it in my mind not to do this, because I'm a smart player. I'm not mechanical that much, I'm just smart, right? And I still do it, because obviously if I didn't do it, I would be SSL. Well, not that directly would get me SSL, but I would be a lot closer to SSL. And this game would be so much easier, and I wouldn't have a terrible 3s rank and whatnot, because I'd be able to carry better, right? Because if you're passing to your teammate or keeping the ball yourself, with every single touch you make in a game, your team is going to have at least triple the chances of the other team in that game, right? There is no way you lose. So basically, other than constant pressure on your opponent's teammate, your opponent's team, right? All passing comes down to in the higher ranks is when you have a 50, right? If you don't think you're gonna win the 50, lose it to your teammate, right? If there's a weird ball and you just sort of okay, I can't really do anything with this, I'm just sort of gonna try and get as much on it as I can. Check that there isn't a teammate you can tap it to first. It's all about the little touches, because there's so often, right, where you'll have the ball and it feels like there's nothing you can do. And as I just sort of briefly explained, so you just sort of do a whatever touch, right? A lot of those, especially, could be, really good setups for your teammate, or at least just they're better off having the ball than you just giving it to the other team, right? The only time you ever purposely hit the ball at the other team is when there's a guy in their goal, and you hit it at that guy and make it really flippin' awkward for him. If you ever hit the ball and the other team dribbles off it or instantly booms it back to you, you're messing up, right? The only way you should be hitting the ball to them is in a way that means they have to do, this to their corner, and then your teammate or you, depending on who's on the side they save it to, can push, and then the other person will be center, and then you try and score, right? And that's when the pressure starts, and it's just the shooting, boost still, bump, boost still, shoot, goal, right? That's basically how this works. So again, like the last video, it's more not what you should do, but what you shouldn't do. Don't pass the ball to the other team pointlessly. It's as simple as that. There is almost always a better option, right? Regardless of if your teammate is in the worst position ever, just pass the ball to them, because then your team has the ball, so you're fine. That's the thing about Rocket League, right? It's not like football. You can create a goal in a matter of seconds from anywhere on the pitch, like it's nothing, like just done, right? So positioning, but where you pass the ball to your teammate, how much boost they have is irrelevant, right? It's the fact that you're keeping the ball so the other team doesn't have it. So just, go VOD review one of your recent games, like where you were like, I don't know really why I'm losing at this rank, or whatever, and just watch how many times everyone in the lobby, mainly yourself, that's what you need to focus on, watch from your player view, is giving the ball away, because I promise you they do it 4,000 million times. But yeah, I mean, so as I said, keep the pressure up. That's something that carries on throughout the whole of high rank Rocket League. And every single touch you ever make, got to go to your teammate. The only other thing I'll briefly mention is infield passing, but I mean, it's the same thing, right? Like if you're like, okay, that's my best option, then you do it, right? You always pass over not passing. Oh, and one other thing. If you like I said with the people who have the ball on the wall and they purposely flip it forward into the corner, right? Like this, right? If you can pass to your teammate, pass to your teammate. Don't do it in a high risk situation where it looks like there's a guy that's going to intercept it. Like it's not worth risking, because especially in the lower ranks of like champ and whatnot. You can't trust your teammate to realise whether they're actually going to win it or not, and actually turn back if they're not, to stop the free goal happening. So be a bit careful, but like a lot of the time it is, you can pass. But yeah, just basically don't be a mong. Like, even if you hate your teammate, right, and you're like, this guy is absolute dog swallow, but like, I cannot wait to be out of this game because I already know I've lost, right? Pass the ball to them. You never know. They might just not be playing well, like, with your playstyle, but that's the thing with passing, right? If you just give them the ball, your playstyle is irrelevant, because they can just do whatever they want, right? You can just play around them. Because they got to that rank for a reason, right? Like, if you pass the ball to them, the chances are every now and again they'll score a goal. Like, it's just how it works. So anyway, hopefully you find this useful. When you go into the next few games, make sure you think of this constantly throughout the game, and I promise you'll create so many more chances in the game. And other than that, I will see you later, and peace.